Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. This episode we're going to start with sorting out our realm, reconsolidating it and taking stock of where we are, because what we want to do is we want to work out how far away we are from declaring war on Novgorod, which is kind of our next big thing. Novgorod has about 4,000 troops but no allies, so there is potential for us to beat them, but we need to look at what we can do. Can we get better courtiers in? Can we get more powerful armies by increasing our men-at-arms? Can the new dynasty legacy that we've got help us? There's a lot that we've got kind of building up to allow us to attack Novgorod, which is needing to be done because we need to become a king and we need to separate ourselves from Sweden. Otherwise, we're going to get into this situation where we're kind of stuck underneath them. Novgorod no longer becomes an option for some reason, and then we're kind of figuring things out from there. But I think we're not that far away. Currently, they have 4.7 thousand troops. I'm going to assume that ours are better. They actually have special soldiers as well, which means that those are temporary, which is actually even better for us. Their men-at-arms are not particularly large either. I mean, what have they got? Like 700, 800 men? Wait, actually that's 900 men-at-arms? Yeah. They got 900 men-at-arms. We have 700 men-at-arms, right? So in terms of things, it's just their levies that are doing a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of their army strength, which is kind of interesting. Can I see their champions? No. I mean, I guess I could go into his court and have a look at them and go like, what's the prowess levels? But that seems a little insane. But yeah, they don't actually have that many good troops. They have a lot of bad troops, but if we were to boost up our men-at-arms amount a little bit, like boost up our Varangian guys a little bit, they will be able to compete with an army that size, especially given that we actually have some allies. We have this ally with 500 troops. Now, you might be thinking 500 is not very much. Well, that's true. However, these are 500 where quite a lot of them are men-at-arms. If we head to this other guy, he's only got 1,000 troops, but 600 of them are men-at-arms, which outperform levies significantly. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We're looking to outperform this guy with our superior troops. So, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's do our Dynasty Legacy, because I've rambled on enough. So, we've got a couple of options. We can, as the heroic bloodline, give us a great deed for Oster Legend Seed. This Legend Seed is only usable once per dynasty and can be used by any member. I feel like we don't choose this yet. The reason I think we don't choose this is we're not in a position to like support a legend currently, so we don't really want to jump into this until we're ready. When we're ready, we go, but until then, we want to hold off. Grants access to Ancestral Claim Casus Belli on any claims gained through a legitimizing legend. Huh. What does that mean? Allow you to annex all lands within a title of which you have a claim gained through a legitimizing legend. I really love it when it has an explanation which includes the bit that I'm confused about. It gains the Venerated Ancestor trait upon completion of a mythical holy legend. Okay, so a top quality one. So you get Piety and Legitimacy gain as a fame trait. Okay, cool. And legend creation discount goes down. Gains the Living Legend trait upon completion of a mythical heroic legend. So you get another thing. And then down in history, unlocks access to the legendary watchtower building upon completing a legend. Okay, that seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. But I don't think this is where we're going yet. We're not quite ready. What's legitimacy got for us? So it gives us control growth, which is quite nice when we're conquering a lot of land. Each heir with the lasting line modifier boosting their legitimacy gained by 10% for the first 10 years in power. Or sorry, each heir starts with this. So they get 10% legitimacy gain. Oh, literally what the second sentence, part of the sentence said. Sons of our fathers. Dynasty Opinion +5 unlocks access to the Espouse Legitimacy Intent, allowing you to build legitimacy during some activities. Yes, we've seen that available, but we've not been able to take it. Vassals are less likely to join dissolution factions and claimant factions. By the time you get this is useless, in my opinion. This will never be useful, because you have to get to the 4th level of a renown thing. If you get to the 4th level of a renown thing, you shouldn't be worried about a dissolution or a claimant faction. But maybe I'm wrong. And then you get Duet Mondois, or Mondroit. Anyway, I think you probably dropped the T. Anyway, let's not worry about that. My pronunciation was truly awful either way. Select a 5th level education trait to make more common within your dynasty. Huh. Previously, I'm fairly certain on the previous patch, actually I didn't play the previous patch vanilla, I'm fairly certain on the previous patch before the previous patch, 5th level education traits were only available through universities. Are they naturally occurring now, or are they only naturally occurring if you take this? The reason I'm asking is, if they're only naturally occurring if you take this, it actually makes this a bad thing to take, like actively bad, because going to university gave you a bunch of other benefits, not just the 5th level education trait, but once you had that education trait, I believe you couldn't go to university. Interesting. Okay, we'll need to play around with that a little bit. Right, and then we have some that we have seen before, but want to have a look at anyway, because one of the reasons why we decided to play this start is that we would have access to these dynasty legacies, so we might as well see what we've got available to us so that we can maybe use them. So, Wanderlust gives us diplomatic range increase, which doesn't matter very much. Receive bonus troops above the cap when adventuring. Okay. On a Varangian adventure, so it's a special type of war. Okay. Get 2,000 bonus special soldiers when you do this one. Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, I see it. If they win, they will immediately annex appropriate counties, move their capital there. Their old vassals will go independent. Their old counties will be given to upstart local warlords. So we're not going to do that anyway. Dynasty head interaction, send to the Varangian Guard. So we can send people to the Varangian Guard. Cool. More likely to get trade events when raiding. We get different faith opinion. Faith conversion cost goes down by a lot, which is kind of useful. Dynasty member demand conversion acceptance up a lot. So that seems incredibly useful. Enemy hostile scheme success chance goes down, army movement speed up, supply duration up. This is actually even better with the new patch, the supply duration one, I believe, because I think in the patch notes it said that instead of you just getting 100 supply when you raise an army, you will now get whatever the maximum supply is of that army. So instead of getting like 100, you would get 200 when you spawn the army, which is very, very useful for not having a starving army, and you can kind of run around a larger army for a longer amount of time. Decentralized rule can befriend vassals. Each of your friend relations gives you 3 vassal opinion, 2 popular opinion, and 1% vassal tax contribution for up to 5 friends. Okay, so this seems good, but again, I don't feel like we need to do it immediately. What about here? Sea Wolves. +1 prowess, 20% naval speed, fame and prestige from battles goes up 100%. Yeah, that seems like the one we're after. That seems about right. Increases the army loot capacity. Gold from ransoms goes up. Yeah. This is all what we're after. And daily siege progress is just absolutely insane. Anyway, that is insane at any point in the game. So let's grab Sea Wolves. Cool. Right. Now, I said we're going to kind of work out where we're at. So, I guess the next thing we have to work out is, one, where are these two at? So, they're both not particularly good provinces, just in general. This one's going to give you a lot of troops, though, when it finally finishes. Yeah, do we have the guy working on it? We do indeed have this guy working on it. That's fine. We probably want to check our council tasks as like the last thing that we do here. Can we get some more men-at-arms? How much do those cost? So these guys cost 270 for each lot. Okay. We want to stay above 1.5, but we could easily increase this. Let's just do that. I mean, if I know I said we want to stay above 1.5k, but let's, yeah, just go a little bit below because we don't need it immediately. So that'll be fine. This will be good. This is going to increase our strength quite a lot, which will be good. Right. Next thing for us, I want to have a look at our courtiers. Let's figure these guys out. So, first of all, looking for unmarried courtiers. So, we have 2 guests. Are either of these people we want? You are not somebody that we want, I don't think. Let me just have a look here. You know what? Maybe we'll let it go forward today. Let me just double check that we are capped on our champions. Yes, we are. Okay. So, this guy with 4 prowess is currently a champion, just to give you our current level. So we could do with some more champions. This Nuyat guy is probably worth recruiting. Where's the 12th guy? Is he not recruitable? Yeah, why are you not recruitable? I don't know. Alright, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. This guy's probably worth having. He seems good. Yeah, he's a strategist as well, so he's got other benefits. Yeah, let's recruit this guy. Right. That gives us 13 of 14. Wonderful. Back to this. So, Armbjorn, we don't really need you. You're just kind of here. In fact, apparently you're not even really here. You're just, yeah, in fact, I don't really know what you're doing here. That's fine. Next, we have Yatvarther. Or are these people being sent to us as... I was trying to figure out whether these guys are being sent to us as, like, as members of this guy's council, but probably not, because it would say... Yeah, so we just have guests who are members of our liege's court. Maybe they were at the tournament or something. I don't know. That's fine. So we have this champion. Do we need, or do we want to marry these guys off for inheritable traits? Yeah, we can get some good people here. You know what? Maybe we'll try and get. Is there a genius that you can marry? Let me just have a look. No. Well, we could maybe get some intelligent, because we've seen intelligent here. Perfect. Let's get an intelligent person into our court. They're good at educating. Next up, we have the person who we literally just recruited. No intelligent people here. The list isn't actually that long. I can basically just scroll through it. Why don't we bring Amazonian in here? That could be good on the next generation. So let's bring Amazonian in. Next up, we have Hawker. Hawker, we don't really want to have children because he's got a negative trait. We have our mother. The only benefit of her marrying would be to drag somebody into our court. I mean, let's see what we can do. Let's matrilineal it. We don't care about inheritable traits. We're looking for prowess. In fact, we don't really even care about fertility. We're just looking for whoever has the most prowess. I'm just going to switch it off and on again. So we have Gaudy Bergthor of Tavasts. 30 prowess is pretty good. Yeah, I think we're going to recruit you in here. You'll get dragged to our court. That seems great to me. Next up, we have Asta. Asta really doesn't need to be here. She's our court chronicler. Never mind, she doesn't need to be here. Is there somebody with high prowess we can get in here? We get a 27. Let's get a 27 in here. That's good. Bowie, my champion. Is there anything I want to do with you? I guess we're looking for inheritable traits here. Interestingly, when you do inheritable, it takes away giant. I guess that's because it's a negative trait technically, but it is actually a good trait. Maybe I'll just see what giants are available. Okay. Maybe you could marry Hextilda? Yeah. Get a giant into our court. And then you don't do anything. You could leave our court, or we could make you a concubine just to make up our concubine numbers. You're probably not going to have any children. Well, actually, it says it's medium chance. But yeah, we'll take you as a concubine, just to make up concubine numbers. So now we're no longer taking a negative from being below the minimum expected number of concubines. Cool. Let's let the game play out a little bit. You're no longer my court chronicler because I accidentally didn't do a matrilineal marriage. That's not good. Well, we'll fix that. Right, court chronicler. Unless we actually don't want a court chronicler, in which case we just made a fantastic move. We do need a court tutor. That's going to be Thordis here. Yeah. Chronicler. We probably do, because we probably do want prestige to tick up. And what was the one that we had them on? Probably had them on this one, increasing prestige. Well, I mean, it's 1.2 prestige. I suppose we are currently making 0 per month, so let's maybe go for it. Yeah, let's make Hawker my court chronicler now. And we will give him, yeah, that task. That seems perfect for him. Okay. Cool. Oh, interestingly, the tasks, I didn't realize the tasks cost extra. Oh, that's why you might not want to have them on a task. Because if you don't really care, then, like, you might as well not pay for it. Well, that makes total sense. Okay. So these are currently the people who are unmarried in our court. So it's our concubine, this guy, and then 2 guests. That seems fine. Next up, let's have a look at everybody in our court. And just do a quick, if they're not doing anything, are they married to somebody who's doing something? Check. Champion. Yeah, you are also personal champion. That's our concubine. You're a champion. You're a wet nurse. Champion. Court physician. Caravan master. Court chronicler. Champion. Marshal. Champion. On the council. Guests who don't count. You're married to a champion. Yeah, okay. You're my wife and married to a champion. Right, perfect. So that's our court sorted. Although this is only adults, now I want to reset. Well, let's just reset this, and then we're looking for children. I just want to check that the children are being educated. That's the next thing. Ooh, okay. You are currently hideous. Can I, like, ask you to leave? I could. Or I could wait for her to come of age and then marry her off. That's probably a better thing to do here. But yes, you should still have an educator. What are you doing? You're doing a martial education. Let's find somebody for you here. It can be that guy. I'm not worried about finding them somebody intelligent to educate them, because that person is in no way related to us. Same here. So we're going to give you a stewardship. Yep. I mean, it happens to be that this person is quick, but I'm not too worried. We have you as well. Need an educator. That educator is going to be somebody for intrigue. It's going to be this guy. And then we have this person as well. You also need to be educated. That's going to be stewardship. This one. That'll be fine. Now, I currently have the courtier thing, not looking for people of my dynasty. I just want to double check. Like, so our brother has his stuff in his own court. You don't have any children. You're too young. You don't have a guardian. You are in my court. Okay. So I think for this one, I do want to actually know about yeah. I do actually want to know about my dynasty. Just because this is filling in things like this. So you're doing an intrigue education. Let's find you somebody. There's a quick person. Wonderful. Right. Solvi, my son, should have an educator. Thordis, my daughter, has an educator. The people who are directly related to me should have one because it pops up there. And then, yeah, you're too young. Wonderful. Right. That's all of that sorted. This person just arrived in my court. 13 prowess. Are you good enough, person who just arrived in my court? No. Well, maybe. You would be better than this guy. Let's just wait a second for it to do all of the calculating in marriages. Petition liege. What can I petition him for? Send bailiffs. Resettle subjects. The problem with send bailiffs is that we didn't have the traits to make it work last time. Right. So it does look like recruiting this guy is objectively a good idea, unless we've got somebody in our prisoners who'll be worth recruiting instead. What does imprison do? Imprisoned lowers a bunch of things, doesn't lower prowess. Okay. I just wanted to have a look here. So, we're looking for any of you above 13. Nope. Okay. So, let's recruit this guy. Then, this guy needs to marry. You know what? You could marry Gunhildr. Get another giant into our court. Nice. Wonderful. Okay, cool. So, next thing that we want to do, now that we've got all these people in our court, so we want to make sure we have the best people for each job. So, is our marshal the best? Yes. That's fine. Is our steward the best? Yes. Chancellor, he is our brother. He's probably not the best at this, though, I imagine. No, but, I mean, the next person up is not that much better. What could he do otherwise? I guess he could be my spy master, but, like, I'm not gonna make my heir, or, like, somebody who's gonna inherit titles from us dying a spy master. That would be very foolish. We can potentially get a better spy master, but it doesn't really matter here. In which case, we're pretty much good. Alright. Let's wait a second or two. Unpleasant pleasantries. When I sent out invitations to a dance, I was looking forward to an evening of good company and frivolous fun. Instead, I have found myself stuck in a dreadful conversation with my liege, King Bjorn. Good evening, greets a familiar voice. High Chiefess Rikzika joins the conversation. She's an attentive listener, and soon Bjorn's attention is fully on her. I am free to escape. So this is her trying to romance us here, but if we stay, we've got a 6% chance of getting a diplomacy lifestyle perk. I mean, 93% chance we just get a diplomacy, but, you know, 6% chance of getting a free perk? We didn't get it, but we did get a diplomacy for 5 years, which is nice. Okay, so we are about 1.3k troops. Our troops are of superior quality, which is very nice. That means that I believe the majority of our arm... I forget how it calculates it, but I'll just read the thing if it says it. Yes, so an army that contains only knights and men-at-arms will be high quality. So the logic is our army's strength is more through knights and men-at-arms because we have more of those with more strength than our levies, so therefore we're high quality. So all this is saying is that this number is not made up of levies, this number is effectively made up of men-at-arms and knights, which means that it's punching above its weight. And the reason why it's gone up to the 4th level is that our champions are really, really, really good. When I say knights, it also means champion, because it's the same thing. We also have 205% knight efficiency, which is very good. I'm wondering if I want to raid these guys. Oh, they're currently attacking somebody? How strong are the people they're attacking? Why am I looking at how strong they are? Because the other thing we need to work out is we still need to get to exalted amongst men. So I guess we should go raiding with our very, very strong army. Yeah, let's do some raiding. We could maybe raid in here. This land should be unraided, right? Because it's all inland. Yeah, so this is all inlands. So usually it wouldn't get raided, but we can go and raid it. That seems like a good idea to me. So let's move our guys over here. And then raise local raiders. Cool. Oh, right, yes, the other thing, brought up in the comments, I did think about it, I just haven't looked at the costs yet. When we want to convert to this faith, we're going to want to convert and reform it. Reforming costs you... Let's change a bunch of stuff just to give us an idea. Right? I'm not really caring about what I change here, because none of this is, you know, anything that's going to matter. Let's say that we make that many... let's say we make that many changes, right? This could cost us like 7,000 piety. Okay. The other thing that will cost us piety is converting to this faith. That's going to cost us another 900. So we're looking at like needing about 10,000 piety to do it properly. Like to do a proper convert over and then reform the religion. We're looking at 10,000 piety. So we're going to need to think about that before we get into it. But that's fine. We have ways of getting piety. I say looking at all my prisoners and realizing that executing them gives me piety. Also gives me stress loss, actually. You know what? It does give me stress loss, doesn't it? Who is the oldest prisoner? You are? Alright. Get executed. There we go. Ah, no longer stressed. Wonderful. Let's head up here. And... nice raid. Okay. Head here. Do the same thing. They're coming to fight me. I would love for you to fight me because I want to know if we're stronger. How do you have so many troops? Wait a second. Oh, because I was only looking at the count level there. We should extremely outperform these guys. They have like basically no men-at-arms. We should outperform and destroy them. In the game also agrees. We should outperform and destroy them. Let's see. Fire and blood. What are we gonna do here? Bring me bounteous plunder. We're gonna burn it down. Okay. I want to watch them attack us. So yeah, we start hugely ahead. Our men-at-arms are fighting in favorable terrain and countering their men-at-arms, who only get a benefit of fighting in favorable terrain. We have 14 champions with extremely high prowess over their 7 champions with... like, a champion who has 0 prowess, I'm just going to tell you, that means that they are adding nothing, right? Because obviously you times the amount that they would give you by 0, so they give you 0. So, yeah, they are, this isn't going to be close. So, in that one, we lost 90 troops, they lost 453, despite them having a lead in the number of troops that they have. So that's pretty good for us. We just got a new prisoner. You know what? We do need more concubines. Can I... ah, there we go. Make concubine. Yes. Although, she would hate us less if we had recruited her, then made her a concubine. That's probably worth thinking about. Is there anything else I want to raid in here? Is this raidable? Suppose. Am I going to take attrition? No? Okay. Let's walk over here and raid it. Why not? Seems like a good idea to me. Let's go to speed 5. They may come over and fight us again, but that won't be a problem. Okay, so raid or trade. Have we got a new one at the bottom here? What kind of lily-livered feudal cowards make money without raiding? We refuse to think about trading instead of raiding for the rest of our life. Sure. That's fine. That probably means it won't pop up with the event again. That's why we got it, probably, because we had the event last time. They're going to attack us again because they don't realize that despite the numbers advantage, they aren't actually stronger than us. Here, I'm going to grab Serve the Crown. Serve the Crown is purely so that we can get the increased control in both of these ones, which will be lovely. Rites of Passage. Which child needs it? It's now Thordis. Okay. I'll pay for Thordis. What are we going to go for her? Maybe Seclusion? She is doing kind of a learning education. Where we test adaptability and foresight. Seclusion enriches the body, the spirit, insists my Hofgothi Olifer. In tranquility, Sagacity, Sagety, in survival, cunning. Choose a place of harmony, but somewhere wild, harsh. He thrusts forth some scant provisions. A girl is safe at home in Pitasare's taiga, or the right doer may journey briefly to Rikala, mayhap. For a true test, consider the strange faraway taiga of Estrevoler. Now, child, go with Odin's wisdom. So we can send her to a faraway land. The journey need not be too long, or the local wild will serve. Let's send her somewhere not too far away. Medium chance of danger. Yeah, that was not close again. So 75 versus 404, and they didn't even have a commander. So yes, fantastic. We're now going to head to their capital to finish this off. So let's do that. A boar attacked during seclusion. She gained Forest Fighter and has gained Proven Tribal Adult. Wonderful. That's what we like to see. Can she be a shield maiden, by the way? She is a child. Good point, good point. I got an unpressed claim on the chiefdom of something. Of what? Oh. Okay, I mean, I already could have declared a thing for it, but... And I have an unpressed claim on it. I guess I could take that bit of land off of you if you wanted me to, but... Not really that bothered about it, honestly. They attacked us, they lost all their troops. They lost 1,000 troops for 22. Yeah, that's what happens when their army is made up of exclusively levies, which would have been what was happening at the end there. Right. Let's maybe go through here on the way back. You're not that strong, right? No. Why would I not just walk back this way? Yeah, I kind of want to just walk back this way. I don't really want to deal with that army that's sitting there, though. Can I go around? Yeah. I mean, we just looted that place, so there's not really anything you're doing by raiding it. Scheme at court, we'll ignore that. Okay. Fire and Blood, we'll get even more money from this one and more prestige. We are maxed out on our loot counter, I just noticed, so actually we're not going to loot here. Gonna head back. Then we're going to spin around and head back up there. Right. That's fine. Unless, wait, do we have a truce with these guys? Nope. Okay. Well, let's leave. Capture anybody worth any money? Maybe. You're worth 25 gold? I'll take 25 gold. That's good. Right, we'll do a little disband of our army. Nice. We have to wait for some reinforcements, which is okay, but we're about halfway towards our Exalted Amongst Men target. Okay, and we have proven that our troops are very, very strong right now. It's a good place to be. In fact, you know what we could do? We could, in fact, get some more men-at-arms. Lord Highsinger, my winsome stallion, my wife is kneeling in the dust before me, right hand above her heart. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love for you? Why don't you... I can get a wolf pelt, I can get a necklace, or I can get an orchid. Why don't you get me a wolf pelt? Slay me a wolf. She did. Wow. Okay. That was quick. We're under the number of champions that we should have. I'm going to pardon you. Wait, attempted murder family member? Wait, never mind. I was going to pardon you, but why did you... Who did you try and murder? Did I skip over that? Do we have somebody better? Yes. Well, what happened to your eyes? Oh, they... Okay. I think those are glasses, maybe? Yeah, those are glasses he's wearing. But because of the helmet he's wearing, it makes his eyes go crazy. That is something. Okay. Wolfielder, you're going to be in prison. Apparently I can't imprison you. You know what? I'll pardon you. Whatever. I was going to imprison her and then execute her, but I don't want to lose my champion, so that's fine. Well, I need another person to be in my army. 9 is the number to beat. You've got 11 prowess. Welcome to the army. I am going to recruit you. Yeah, that seems fine. He does hate me. I hadn't really thought about how much he hated me. I mean, that'll blow over, I'm sure. Could demand his conversion. He would say no, though. Could send him a gift. It wouldn't really do very much, though. Maybe we'll do a little sway of this guy. Make him like us. For some reason, he can't be married off. Is that because he's a peasant leader? Does that make it so you can't marry? Maybe. Anyway. That's fine. He needed to be released so that he can be in my army. You've declared a war on Småland. For what? Conquest of the Jarldom of Småland. Ah. Alright, well. Good on you. Oh, these guys have become stronger. They've integrated some more land. Which is great, because we can grab it when we declare a war on them eventually. Okay. Yes, I was going to increase our men at arms. So let's grab another couple of these guys. Get as many Varangian guys as we can, because they're going to be very helpful to us. How can a heart endure this kind of pain without breaking it? Cannot be possible, yet here I am, my heart beating on while yours has gone quiet. Oh my Rikiza, my honeycomb, life will not be the same without you. Well, our wife is dead. Again, she died from being ill. Very descriptive. So we have now lost our second wife. Time for us to find a new wife. I mean, we could marry a giant. Just continue just marrying giants until it works. Well, sure. I'll marry a giant. That seems like a good idea. That doesn't seem like that'll have any negative repercussions later. Married a lowborn, lost 300 legitimacy. Oh my. Actually is a huge amount. I hadn't realized how much that was going to matter. We're going to have to pay attention to that. That's a new thing. Okay. I like it. Petty vandalism. Jarl Highsinger, cries my champion, Nuyat. Behind him, the man tugs my daughter, Rikiza. The two of them so busy scowling at each other that they barely make eye contact with me. The child was got defacing your runestone in Halsingland, painting genitals on the worms and scratching foulness in the place of words. We can have a talk with her and try and make her just. I'll find the cost of repairs from your things. I charge the 3-year-old 50 gold. It's fine, I can pay for it. Or she's just a child, calm down, and we lose the Conquest runestone. Oh, we lose it unless somebody pays for repairs. Well, I'm sorry, child, you're paying for the repairs. It's just the way it is. I know you're 50 gold in debt and you're only 3 years old, but that's the way the world is and you're going to have to live with it. Right. We now have 1.69 troops, which is very good. I don't know if we can beat 5,000, but I think it would be closer than you'd think if we declared war on them. Okay. Maybe it's time to go for another little bit of raiding. Let's raise some troops here. See what we can do with them. Actually, you know what? Disband them. We're going to go on the island again. Just because everything over there is already raided. We're going to have to go further afield to raid. We could raid along here. How strong are you? 3,000, 2,000? There is some plague here. I don't really want to raid where there's plague. Just a thought. It's probably bad to raid where there is a plague. Nobody's been raiding Brittany? Oh? Well, you know, it's traditional for our family, so let's get ourselves in charge. Head over here and do a little raiding, shall we? So, let's fly along here. We might get raided while we're away, but that'd be fine. They're gonna attack. Hey, you've increased control in Ireland to its max amount. Wonderful. And control in Finland is already maxed. We could help our vassal, and I think I will help my vassal. I didn't give that to a child, did I? No, I gave that to probably this guy. Who was married... Who did I get? I guess I must, yeah, just given it to this random dude. I'm trying to remember why I gave it to them. You know, the reason I probably gave it to him was to get him out my court. That was it. Yes, that sounds like me. But yeah, let's increase control here. try and get this up as far as we can as well, because it will give us more levies, which are still useful. Right, being attacked. This one's interesting because our men-at-arms are all being countered. Most of theirs are being countered, minus the Huskarls. So we're not actually in a better situation there. Their champions are god-awful, though. Which, yeah, kind of means they just lose. My wife is pregnant. Fantastic. We lost 77. They lost almost 500. Can we raid this city? We can. I should have been raiding cities. I forgot about it. I don't think there were any in the other side, but just thought I'd mention it. None of this is actually good, right? Yeah, none of this matters. Gallant doesn't matter either, pretty much. Okay, so I'm quite happy to go along here or go down Strategist into this area. Actually, Bellum Justum will be useful eventually for us because that'll half the cost of the invasion. So instead of it costing 1,000, it will... I can't check right now, obviously, because we've got troops raised. But instead of costing 1,000, it will instead cost 500, which... pretty big amount. We got a doll. We've had this event before. We just have to choose who to give it to. Are we giving it to Solvi or Aslug? I'll give it to Solvi. My son, who's about to come of age. I can also ransom this mayor while we're here. I get anyone else? Doesn't look like it. There is also a temple at the end here we can grab. Let's do that while we're here. And, fantastic. How much have we got? We got another 100 odd that we can get in terms of loot. Let's head to the next temple. Solvi has come of age. As an active and enthusiastic child, it's no surprise that Solvi has done well in his studies of war and combat. He's shown great aptitude in both battle tactics and the management of armies. He will make a fine commando one day, I am sure. So this now makes Solvi a skilled tactician, aspiring blade master, aggressive attacker. I love that one. Ooh, and we can promote a legend? Ooh, okay. I was just giving it a second so that it recalculated my son's stuff. Yeah, so he's not that good at martial despite it being his thing, but I mean, he's not the worst character you've ever seen. Okay. So what does it mean we can promote somebody else's legend? World legends? I'm trying to figure... okay. So what does it mean that we can... you could promote somebody else's legend? Yeah, no, I would have to be king rank or higher, right? Owner is this person. Oh, that's kind of cool that you can open up this thing and it gives you like a full thing. Ah, start promoting. I see. And if you promote a legend, then you get certain benefits. I'm just trying to see where it showed us it here. Yeah, so these are the benefits you would get if you promote a thing, and then depending on the level of the legend, you get more stuff from it. So if I have a look at some of these, we can get monthly prestige from promoting that legend. Oh, there can be multiple legend promoters as well. Oh, that's cool. You can get you can get learning. You've got a couple of people. Nobody is doing anything with this legend. So there's a legend protagonist. Ah, but we could start owning it. Oh, if it hadn't already been completed, that is. Oh, so these are... yeah, so these ones are done. Oh, I guess because the people are dead. No, you're still alive. Your legend is just finished. Okay, I have been told that there is something that happens when you finish a legend. And it's like an extra thing. They didn't tell me what it was, but... I suspect that that's something we're going to need to look at some point, because it's the... I believe, from my understanding, it's the thing that means that what we thought originally wasn't true. So, you know how the owner gets benefits, the promoter gets benefits, but the protagonist doesn't? The protagonist, as far as I'm aware, gets benefits when the legend finishes. You get something, whatever that thing is. So what have we got so far? So we got a Basilius of the Byzantine Empire who went from a... oh, it's got a shortened version here. Basil was born to peasant farmers and entered the employ of the emperor before marrying his daughter and ascending to the rank of Basilius himself. Then we got the great deed for Arpad. Few bearing the name Arpad have done so much for their dynasty as the Grand Prince Almos of Hungary. Okay. Now we battle with Satan. In a dream, King Alfred of England battled with Satan himself, an auspicious sign that he was destined to vanquish evil. Ah, he did a lot in a dream. Fantastic for him. And then we have the sons of Lothbrok. King of Danes and slayer of mighty Worm, Ragnar was a terror to Christians and a legendary adventurer. His great deeds in life are too many to name, and with his blood flowing through me, it is only right that I claim his legacy and build a legendary tale all my own. And that's my liege's one. Cool. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that right now, because the bonuses are really not that worth having, I think. Is that how much it would cost per month to promote it? I mean, we can start and stop, can't we? So let's start promoting it. Ah, perfect. This is all I wanted to see. So yeah, it's 0.65, and in return, you get 1 martial and 2% prestige. I can see late game us supporting a lot of these. Right now, though, I'm not going to support that. Right, head to the next place. Get back to raiding. Fire and Blood, we can get the slaves, which I think is the best answer because it gets us development progress. Another doll. I will give the doll to my oldest daughter. Okay. Marshall has impressed a vassal, which is good. Right, head to the next place. Keep raiding. Our liege won their war with Jarl Karl. We have a daughter called Gurley. Fantastic. Did not get the giant thing there, but that's okay. Can I head in here without taking attrition? I can. Alright, I'll head in here. I love how they're like, nah, we'll leave. We'll let you continue raiding. Okay. Down here to their capital. Continue raiding. Nice. What's this? Rites of passage. Oh, so this is the next child needs a rite of passage. So, Asluk. Guess we'll pay for it. What are you doing? You're doing a learning one. Get secluded. And you'll go somewhere not too far from here. Let's see if you also have to fight a bear. We can head up to this temple. She's wounded and is insecure about it. Okay. Family members can get married. My sister and my son. I'll look at that in a second. I mean, we should probably look at it now, but I'm just busy. Okay. Continue raiding. Hello. I'm just here purely to pick up the remains. Alright, well... Oh, we're actually full. Never mind. Let's head back. Then we'll worry about marriages. Okay. We're swaying this guy. What do we think he likes? Clear rationality, forgiving nature, handsome appearance. He's brave, maybe forgiving nature? Wait a second. He is vengeful. I realized that I'd clicked forgiving and then noticed he's vengeful. The exact opposite thing. Anyway. As Jarl, I give permission to the youth soon to perform rites of passage. Some make bold promises, oaths few Norse could keep. Others, like my courtier Bodil, tremble. Today, the chosen trial is the same I myself once undertook. Bodil's skill at arms is to be her worth, but I notice she bears no sword. The named opponent is like a mountain, she moans. How am I supposed to win except by some dirty trick? So I can give her a retelling of my right, or she must suffer her own mistakes. I will give her a retelling because there's really no reason to choose that option. Let's see what happens. My tale was inspiring and I gained some prestige off of it. Okay, so she was having a hard time. We made it about ourselves and everybody likes us. Fantastic. We have a daughter called Thordis who has just completed a top-level learning education. Wonderful. Which then immediately dropped for some reason. Oh, because she lost a childhood trait, which was giving her some extra. Okay, cool. Let's disband our troops. That's fine. We've got a little bit more that will actually reinforce. We're going up to 1.8 now. Fantastic. 3 people who can be married. make Thordis into a shield maiden. Let's do that. Wonderful. Can I make my sister into a shield maiden? No, because she doesn't have enough prowess. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay, we are at max champions now. We'll let things roll on a little bit, just waiting for things to resupply there. Okay, how close are we to Exalted? We're getting there. We're over halfway there. Let's, you know what? Let's end the episode here, and we'll start next episode with marrying off our son, our daughter, and our sister. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.